She will open the window.
She will open the window.
Ella abrirá la ventana.
She will open the window. He decided to open a shop.
He decided to open a shop.
Él decidió abrir una tienda.
He decided to open a shop. Can you open the door?
Can you open the door?
¿Puedes abrir la puerta?
Can you open the door? The store is open now.
The store is open now.
La tienda está abierta ahora.
The store is open now. I'll open the package.
I'll open the package.
Abriré el paquete.
I'll open the package. They open the park at dawn.
They open the park at dawn.
Abren el parque al amanecer.
They open the park at dawn. Open the book on page 5.
Open the book on page 5.
Abre el libro en la página 5.
Open the book on page 5. I tried to open the box.
I tried to open the box.
Intenté abrir la caja.
I tried to open the box. She opened the letter carefully.
She opened the letter carefully.
Ella abrió la carta con cuidado.
She opened the letter carefully. The company plans to open a new branch.
The company plans to open a new branch.
La empresa planea abrir una nueva sucursal.
The company plans to open a new branch. When does the museum open?
When does the museum open?
¿Cuándo abre el museo?
When does the museum open? Please open your bag for inspection.
Please open your bag for inspection.
Por favor, abre tu bolso para la inspección.
Please open your bag for inspection. He opened his heart to her.
He opened his heart to her.
Él le abrió su corazón.
He opened his heart to her. Open the curtains, it's too dark.
Open the curtains, it's too dark.
Abre las cortinas, está muy oscuro.
Open the curtains, it's too dark. The door opened with a creak.
The door opened with a creak.
La puerta se abrió con un chirrido.
The door opened with a creak. She asked him to open the jar.
She asked him to open the jar.
Ella le pidió que abriera el tarro.
She asked him to open the jar. They opened the case to reveal the prize.
They opened the case to reveal the prize.
Abrieron el estuche para revelar el premio.
They opened the case to reveal the prize. Can you open this for me?
Can you open this for me?
¿Puedes abrir esto para mí?
Can you open this for me? Open your mind to new ideas.
Open your mind to new ideas.
Abre tu mente a nuevas ideas.
Open your mind to new ideas. The bank will open at 9 a.m.
The bank will open at 9 a.m.
El banco abrirá a las 9 de la mañana.
The bank will open at 9 a.m. He opened the safe.
He opened the safe.
Él abrió la caja fuerte.
He opened the safe. The flower opened in the sunlight.
The flower opened in the sunlight.
La flor se abrió bajo el sol.
The flower opened in the sunlight. She opened her eyes slowly.
She opened her eyes slowly.
Ella abrió los ojos lentamente.
She opened her eyes slowly. Open the gates for the parade.
Open the gates for the parade.
Abre las puertas para el desfile.
Open the gates for the parade. I need to open an account.
I need to open an account.
Necesito abrir una cuenta.
I need to open an account. They opened the floodgates.
They opened the floodgates.
Abrieron las compuertas.
They opened the floodgates. Open the window for fresh air.
Open the window for fresh air.
Abre la ventana para que entre aire fresco.
Open the window for fresh air. He will open the file.
He will open the file.
Él abrirá el archivo.
He will open the file. She opened the envelope quickly.
She opened the envelope quickly.
Ella abrió el sobre rápidamente.
She opened the envelope quickly. The mayor opened the ceremony.
The mayor opened the ceremony.
El alcalde inauguró la ceremonia.
The mayor opened the ceremony. They opened a new factory last year.
They opened a new factory last year.
Abrieron una nueva fábrica el año pasado.
They opened a new factory last year. Open the box and take a look inside.
Open the box and take a look inside.
Abre la caja y echa un vistazo dentro.
Open the box and take a look inside. The school will open next month.
The school will open next month.
La escuela abrirá el próximo mes.
The school will open next month. She opened her notebook.
She opened her notebook.
Ella abrió su cuaderno.
She opened her notebook. Open your textbook to page 20.
Open your textbook to page 20.
Abre tu libro de texto en la página 20.
Open your textbook to page 20. I can't open this bottle.
I can't open this bottle.
No puedo abrir esta botella.
I can't open this bottle. The flower opens every morning.
The flower opens every morning.
La flor se abre todas las mañanas.
The flower opens every morning. Open the blinds, please.
Open the blinds, please.
Abre las persianas, por favor.
Open the blinds, please. He opened the bag of chips.
He opened the bag of chips.
Él abrió la bolsa de papas fritas.
He opened the bag of chips. She opened her laptop.
She opened her laptop.
Ella abrió su portátil.
She opened her laptop. The gate opened with a loud sound.
The gate opened with a loud sound.
La puerta se abrió con un sonido fuerte.
The gate opened with a loud sound. Open the drawer and get the papers.
Open the drawer and get the papers.
Abre el cajón y saca los papeles.
Open the drawer and get the papers. He will open the discussion.
He will open the discussion.
Él iniciará la discusión.
He will open the discussion. She opened her purse to pay.
She opened her purse to pay.
Ella abrió su bolso para pagar.
She opened her purse to pay. The chef opened the oven to check the food.
The chef opened the oven to check the food.
El chef abrió el horno para revisar la comida.
The chef opened the oven to check the food. Open the menu and choose your dish.
Open the menu and choose your dish.
Abre el menú y elige tu plato.
Open the menu and choose your dish. They opened a new account today.
They opened a new account today.
Abrieron una nueva cuenta hoy.
They opened a new account today. Can you open the lid?
Can you open the lid?
¿Puedes abrir la tapa?
Can you open the lid? She opened the fridge to get a drink.
She opened the fridge to get a drink.
Ella abrió el refrigerador para tomar una bebida.
She opened the fridge to get a drink. They opened the concert with a big song.
They opened the concert with a big song.
Abrieron el concierto con una gran canción.
They opened the concert with a big song. He opened the suitcase.
He opened the suitcase.
Él abrió la maleta.
He opened the suitcase. The police asked him to open the trunk.
The police asked him to open the trunk.
La policía le pidió que abriera el maletero.
The police asked him to open the trunk. She opened her mouth to speak.
She opened her mouth to speak.
Ella abrió la boca para hablar.
She opened her mouth to speak. Open your eyes, it's beautiful.
Open your eyes, it's beautiful.
Abre los ojos, es hermoso.
Open your eyes, it's beautiful. They opened the package together.
They opened the package together.
Abrieron el paquete juntos.
They opened the package together. He opened the store early today.
He opened the store early today.
Él abrió la tienda temprano hoy.
He opened the store early today. The box opened with a snap.
The box opened with a snap.
La caja se abrió con un chasquido.
The box opened with a snap. Open the app to start using it.
Open the app to start using it.
Abre la aplicación para comenzar a usarla.
Open the app to start using it. I opened the message immediately.
I opened the message immediately.
Abrí el mensaje de inmediato.
I opened the message immediately. She opened the book and started reading.
She opened the book and started reading.
Ella abrió el libro y empezó a leer.
She opened the book and started reading. The hospital will open soon.
The hospital will open soon.
El hospital abrirá pronto.
The hospital will open soon. Open the door and let them in.
Open the door and let them in.
Abre la puerta y déjalos entrar.
Open the door and let them in. The bottle didn't open easily.
The bottle didn't open easily.
La botella no se abrió fácilmente.
The bottle didn't open easily. She opened the cabinet to get a cup.
She opened the cabinet to get a cup.
Ella abrió el armario para coger una taza.
She opened the cabinet to get a cup. He opened his arms wide.
He opened his arms wide.
Él abrió los brazos de par en par.
He opened his arms wide. The lid wouldn't open.
The lid wouldn't open.
La tapa no se abría.
The lid wouldn't open. Open the map to find the way.
Open the map to find the way.
Abre el mapa para encontrar el camino.
Open the map to find the way. I opened my phone to check the time.
I opened my phone to check the time.
Abrí mi teléfono para ver la hora.
I opened my phone to check the time. He opened the gate for his dog.
He opened the gate for his dog.
Él abrió la puerta para su perro.
He opened the gate for his dog. She opened the letter and smiled.
She opened the letter and smiled.
Ella abrió la carta y sonrió.
She opened the letter and smiled. Open your computer and log in.
Open your computer and log in.
Abre tu computadora e inicia sesión.
Open your computer and log in. The doors will open automatically.
The doors will open automatically.
Las puertas se abrirán automáticamente.
The doors will open automatically. Open the portal to another world.
Open the portal to another world.
Abre el portal a otro mundo.
Open the portal to another world. He opened the drawer to get a pen.
He opened the drawer to get a pen.
Él abrió el cajón para tomar un bolígrafo.
He opened the drawer to get a pen. Open the link to see more details.
Open the link to see more details.
Abre el enlace para ver más detalles.
Open the link to see more details. She opened the email cautiously.
She opened the email cautiously.
Ella abrió el correo electrónico con cautela.
She opened the email cautiously. Open the safe and take the money.
Open the safe and take the money.
Abre la caja fuerte y toma el dinero.
Open the safe and take the money. He opened the gates for the crowd.
He opened the gates for the crowd.
Él abrió las puertas para la multitud.
He opened the gates for the crowd. She opened the jar of jam.
She opened the jar of jam.
Ella abrió el tarro de mermelada.
She opened the jar of jam. Open the curtains to let in light.
Open the curtains to let in light.
Abre las cortinas para que entre luz.
Open the curtains to let in light. I opened the folder and found the document.
I opened the folder and found the document.
Abrí la carpeta y encontré el documento.
I opened the folder and found the document. He opened the refrigerator door.
He opened the refrigerator door.
Él abrió la puerta del refrigerador.
He opened the refrigerator door. Open your hand and give me the key.
Open your hand and give me the key.
Abre la mano y dame la llave.
Open your hand and give me the key. The window won't open properly.
The window won't open properly.
La ventana no se abre correctamente.
The window won't open properly. She opened the present with excitement.
She opened the present with excitement.
Ella abrió el regalo con emoción.
She opened the present with excitement. Open the car door for her.
Open the car door for her.
Ábrele la puerta del coche.
Open the car door for her. He opened his briefcase at the meeting.
He opened his briefcase at the meeting.
Él abrió su maletín en la reunión.
He opened his briefcase at the meeting. The box will open with this key.
The box will open with this key.
La caja se abrirá con esta llave.
The box will open with this key. She opened her umbrella in the rain.
She opened her umbrella in the rain.
Ella abrió su paraguas bajo la lluvia.
She opened her umbrella in the rain. Open the oven to check the cake.
Open the oven to check the cake.
Abre el horno para revisar el pastel.
Open the oven to check the cake. He opened his diary and wrote.
He opened his diary and wrote.
Él abrió su diario y escribió.
He opened his diary and wrote. Open the document and start editing.
Open the document and start editing.
Abre el documento y comienza a editar.
Open the document and start editing. The store opened early today.
The store opened early today.
La tienda abrió temprano hoy.
The store opened early today. Open the bottle of wine for dinner.
Open the bottle of wine for dinner.
Abre la botella de vino para la cena.
Open the bottle of wine for dinner. She opened her planner to check the date.
She opened her planner to check the date.
Ella abrió su agenda para comprobar la fecha.
She opened her planner to check the date. The bakery will open at 8 a.m.
The bakery will open at 8 a.m.
La panadería abrirá a las 8 de la mañana.
The bakery will open at 8 a.m. He opened the drawer and took out a knife.
He opened the drawer and took out a knife.
Él abrió el cajón y sacó un cuchillo.
He opened the drawer and took out a knife. The curtains opened to reveal the stage.
The curtains opened to reveal the stage.
Las cortinas se abrieron para revelar el escenario.
The curtains opened to reveal the stage. Open the zip file to access the contents.
Open the zip file to access the contents.
Abre el archivo comprimido para acceder al contenido.
Open the zip file to access the contents. She opened her jewelry box.
She opened her jewelry box.
Ella abrió su caja de joyas.
She opened her jewelry box. Open the portal to start the journey.
Open the portal to start the journey.
Abre el portal para comenzar el viaje.
Open the portal to start the journey. The hatch opened slowly.
The hatch opened slowly.
La escotilla se abrió lentamente.
The hatch opened slowly. Open the door before it's too late.
Open the door before it's too late.
Abre la puerta antes de que sea demasiado tarde.
Open the door before it's too late. They opened their gifts on Christmas morning.
They opened their gifts on Christmas morning.
Abrieron sus regalos en la mañana de Navidad.
They opened their gifts on Christmas morning. Open the container and pour it out.
Open the container and pour it out.
Abre el contenedor y viértelo.
Open the container and pour it out. The school gates will open soon.
The school gates will open soon.
Las puertas de la escuela se abrirán pronto.
The school gates will open soon. Open the PDF and print it.
Open the PDF and print it.
Abre el PDF e imprímelo.
Open the PDF and print it. He opened the cage to free the bird.
He opened the cage to free the bird.
Él abrió la jaula para liberar al pájaro.
He opened the cage to free the bird. She opened her heart to new possibilities.
She opened her heart to new possibilities.
Ella abrió su corazón a nuevas posibilidades.
She opened her heart to new possibilities. Open the calendar and mark the date.
Open the calendar and mark the date.
Abre el calendario y marca la fecha.
Open the calendar and mark the date. He opened the play with a powerful speech.
He opened the play with a powerful speech.
Él abrió la obra con un discurso poderoso.
He opened the play with a powerful speech. Open the lid carefully.
Open the lid carefully.
Abre la tapa con cuidado.
Open the lid carefully. The theater doors will open soon.
The theater doors will open soon.
Las puertas del teatro se abrirán pronto.
The theater doors will open soon. Open the folder to find the pictures.
Open the folder to find the pictures.
Abre la carpeta para encontrar las fotos.
Open the folder to find the pictures. She opened the conversation with a joke.
She opened the conversation with a joke.
Ella abrió la conversación con una broma.
She opened the conversation with a joke. He opened the garage door.
He opened the garage door.
Él abrió la puerta del garaje.
He opened the garage door. Open the manual to find the instructions.
Open the manual to find the instructions.
Abre el manual para encontrar las instrucciones.
Open the manual to find the instructions. She opened the lock with the key.
She opened the lock with the key.
Ella abrió la cerradura con la llave.
She opened the lock with the key. Open your diary and check your schedule.
Open your diary and check your schedule.
Abre tu diario y verifica tu horario.
Open your diary and check your schedule. The gate opened with a loud creak.
The gate opened with a loud creak.
La puerta se abrió con un fuerte chirrido.
The gate opened with a loud creak. He opened the fridge and grabbed a snack.
He opened the fridge and grabbed a snack.
Él abrió el refrigerador y tomó un refrigerio.
He opened the fridge and grabbed a snack. Open the link to see the website.
Open the link to see the website.
Abre el enlace para ver el sitio web.
Open the link to see the website. She opened her handbag.
She opened her handbag.
Ella abrió su bolso de mano.
She opened her handbag. The door won't open from the inside.
The door won't open from the inside.
La puerta no se abre desde adentro.
The door won't open from the inside. Open the gate for the guests.
Open the gate for the guests.
Abre la puerta para los invitados.
Open the gate for the guests. He opened his notebook and started writing.
He opened his notebook and started writing.
Él abrió su cuaderno y empezó a escribir.
He opened his notebook and started writing. Open the magazine to the fashion section.
Open the magazine to the fashion section.
Abre la revista en la sección de moda.
Open the magazine to the fashion section. The book opened to the last page.
The book opened to the last page.
El libro se abrió en la última página.
The book opened to the last page. Open the present, it's for you.
Open the present, it's for you.
Abre el regalo, es para ti.
Open the present, it's for you. She opened the photo album.
She opened the photo album.
Ella abrió el álbum de fotos.
She opened the photo album. Open the lock with this code.
Open the lock with this code.
Abre el candado con este código.
Open the lock with this code. The theater will open for the show at 7.
The theater will open for the show at 7.
El teatro abrirá para el espectáculo a las 7.
The theater will open for the show at 7. Open the curtains for more light.
Open the curtains for more light.
Abre las cortinas para que entre más luz.
Open the curtains for more light. He opened the bank account yesterday.
He opened the bank account yesterday.
Él abrió la cuenta bancaria ayer.
He opened the bank account yesterday. Open the letter from your friend.
Open the letter from your friend.
Abre la carta de tu amigo.
Open the letter from your friend. She opened the window to let in air.
She opened the window to let in air.
Ella abrió la ventana para que entrara aire.
She opened the window to let in air. Open your textbook and begin reading.
Open your textbook and begin reading.
Abre tu libro de texto y comienza a leer.
Open your textbook and begin reading. He opened his umbrella when it started to rain.
He opened his umbrella when it started to rain.
Él abrió su paraguas cuando comenzó a llover.
He opened his umbrella when it started to rain. The cat opened its eyes lazily.
The cat opened its eyes lazily.
El gato abrió los ojos perezosamente.
The cat opened its eyes lazily. Open the document to check the details.
Open the document to check the details.
Abre el documento para revisar los detalles.
Open the document to check the details. She opened the recipe book for ideas.
She opened the recipe book for ideas.
Ella abrió el libro de recetas en busca de ideas.
She opened the recipe book for ideas. He opened the email attachment.
He opened the email attachment.
Él abrió el archivo adjunto del correo electrónico.
He opened the email attachment. Open your phone and check the message.
Open your phone and check the message.
Abre tu teléfono y revisa el mensaje.
Open your phone and check the message. The bag opened when it fell.
The bag opened when it fell.
La bolsa se abrió cuando cayó.
The bag opened when it fell. Open the lock and enter the room.
Open the lock and enter the room.
Abre el candado y entra en la habitación.
Open the lock and enter the room. She opened her laptop and started typing.
She opened her laptop and started typing.
Ella abrió su portátil y comenzó a escribir.
She opened her laptop and started typing. Open the door quietly.
Open the door quietly.
Abre la puerta en silencio.
Open the door quietly. He opened the invitation letter.
He opened the invitation letter.
Él abrió la carta de invitación.
He opened the invitation letter. Open the safe to find the treasure.
Open the safe to find the treasure.
Abre la caja fuerte para encontrar el tesoro.
Open the safe to find the treasure. She opened her eyes in surprise.
She opened her eyes in surprise.
Ella abrió los ojos con sorpresa.
She opened her eyes in surprise. Open the dashboard to see the stats.
Open the dashboard to see the stats.
Abre el tablero para ver las estadísticas.
Open the dashboard to see the stats. The gates opened for the parade.
The gates opened for the parade.
Las puertas se abrieron para el desfile.
The gates opened for the parade. Open the application to see the results.
Open the application to see the results.
Abre la aplicación para ver los resultados.
Open the application to see the results. She opened her suitcase and packed.
She opened her suitcase and packed.
Ella abrió su maleta y empacó.
She opened her suitcase and packed. Open the present, it's a surprise.
Open the present, it's a surprise.
Abre el regalo, es una sorpresa.
Open the present, it's a surprise. He opened the lid on the jar.
He opened the lid on the jar.
Él abrió la tapa del tarro.
He opened the lid on the jar. Open your email and check the inbox.
Open your email and check the inbox.
Abre tu correo electrónico y revisa la bandeja de entrada.
Open your email and check the inbox. The window finally opened after a push.
The window finally opened after a push.
La ventana finalmente se abrió después de un empujón.
The window finally opened after a push. Open the file and save your work.
Open the file and save your work.
Abre el archivo y guarda tu trabajo.
Open the file and save your work. She opened the closet to find her dress.
She opened the closet to find her dress.
Ella abrió el armario para encontrar su vestido.
She opened the closet to find her dress. Open the door and let them in.
Open the door and let them in.
Abre la puerta y déjalos entrar.
Open the door and let them in. He opened his bag to get the book.
He opened his bag to get the book.
Él abrió su bolso para sacar el libro.
He opened his bag to get the book. Open the faucet to get water.
Open the faucet to get water.
Abre el grifo para que salga agua.
Open the faucet to get water. The gate will open in 5 minutes.
The gate will open in 5 minutes.
La puerta se abrirá en 5 minutos.
The gate will open in 5 minutes. Open the pantry to find the food.
Open the pantry to find the food.
Abre la despensa para encontrar la comida.
Open the pantry to find the food. She opened the drawer to get a pen.
She opened the drawer to get a pen.
Ella abrió el cajón para coger un bolígrafo.
She opened the drawer to get a pen. Open the software to start using it.
Open the software to start using it.
Abre el software para comenzar a usarlo.
Open the software to start using it. He opened the lock with the correct key.
He opened the lock with the correct key.
Él abrió la cerradura con la llave correcta.
He opened the lock with the correct key. Open the book and start reading.
Open the book and start reading.
Abre el libro y comienza a leer.
Open the book and start reading. She opened her eyes to see the sunrise.
She opened her eyes to see the sunrise.
Ella abrió los ojos para ver el amanecer.
She opened her eyes to see the sunrise. The park will open in the spring.
The park will open in the spring.
El parque abrirá en primavera.
The park will open in the spring. Open your backpack and take out the notebook.
Open your backpack and take out the notebook.
Abre tu mochila y saca tu cuaderno.
Open your backpack and take out the notebook. He opened the bottle of soda.
He opened the bottle of soda.
Él abrió la caja para descubrir el contenido.
He opened the bottle of soda. Open the windows to cool the room.
Open the windows to cool the room.
Abre la puerta y da un paso afuera.
Open the windows to cool the room. The doors opened for the big event.
The doors opened for the big event.
Ella abrió la ventana para observar el jardín.
The doors opened for the big event. Open the freezer to get the ice cream.
Open the freezer to get the ice cream.
Abre el cajón y toma los utensilios.
Open the freezer to get the ice cream. She opened her diary to write her thoughts.
She opened her diary to write her thoughts.
Él abrió el periódico y leyó las noticias.
She opened her diary to write her thoughts. Open the door and welcome the guests.
Open the door and welcome the guests.
Abre la carta y mira lo que dice.
Open the door and welcome the guests. He opened the gate to his house.
He opened the gate to his house.
Ella abrió la bolsa de regalos.
He opened the gate to his house. Open the fridge and grab a snack.
Open the fridge and grab a snack.
Abre la puerta del coche y sube.
Open the fridge and grab a snack. The book opened to the first chapter.
The book opened to the first chapter.
Abre tu mente a nuevas experiencias.
The book opened to the first chapter. She opened the suitcase to pack for her trip.
She opened the suitcase to pack for her trip.
Él abrió la carpeta para revisar el archivo.
She opened the suitcase to pack for her trip. Open the photo album to see old memories.
Open the photo album to see old memories.
Abre la caja y mira adentro.
Open the photo album to see old memories. He opened his umbrella during the rainstorm.
He opened his umbrella during the rainstorm.
La puerta se abrirá cuando pulses el botón.
He opened his umbrella during the rainstorm. Open the app to check your notifications.
Open the app to check your notifications.
Abre el documento para continuar trabajando.
Open the app to check your notifications. She opened the closet to choose her outfit.
She opened the closet to choose her outfit.
Ella abrió su bolso para buscar su teléfono.
She opened the closet to choose her outfit. Open the garage door to park the car.
Open the garage door to park the car.
Abre la caja fuerte con cuidado.
Open the garage door to park the car. He opened his briefcase at the meeting.
He opened his briefcase at the meeting.
Él abrió el casillero para guardar su mochila.
He opened his briefcase at the meeting. Open the safe with this combination.
Open the safe with this combination.
Abre la ventana para sentir la brisa.
Open the safe with this combination. The letter was opened carefully.
The letter was opened carefully.
Abre la tapa del contenedor y vierte.
The letter was opened carefully. Open the document and start typing.
Open the document and start typing.
Abrieron la puerta de emergencia.
Open the document and start typing. She opened the car door.
She opened the car door.
Abre tu maleta y desempaca tus cosas.
She opened the car door. Open the package, it's fragile.
Open the package, it's fragile.
Abre la caja con cuidado, es frágil.
Open the package, it's fragile. He opened his journal to write his thoughts.
He opened his journal to write his thoughts.
Él abrió su diario para escribir sus pensamientos.
He opened his journal to write his thoughts. Open the portal to a new adventure.
Open the portal to a new adventure.
Abre el portal hacia una nueva aventura.
Open the portal to a new adventure. The window was hard to open.
The window was hard to open.
La ventana era difícil de abrir.
The window was hard to open. Open your calendar and check your schedule.
Open your calendar and check your schedule.
Abre tu agenda y verifica tu horario.
Open your calendar and check your schedule. He opened the cabinet to find a glass.
He opened the cabinet to find a glass.
Él abrió el armario para buscar un vaso.
He opened the cabinet to find a glass. Open the website to get more information.
Open the website to get more information.
Abre el sitio web para obtener más información.
Open the website to get more information. She opened the music box.
She opened the music box.
Ella abrió la caja de música.
She opened the music box.